Hey, it's me, I'm JC, and it's hair porn plus plus air beer porn. That means this. I'm going to be talking about two different things, but it's also a very big thing. This is going to be hair talk, beer talk combo, because next week is Christmas. Yes, if you're watching this now, probably a month out or like a day for you to like next week. Yes, Christmas has just occurred. But as we speak, I'm doing this before Christmas, so I'm trying to get this video out sooner than later. Winter care means this. We're all trying our best to find our moisture balance for the winter care, which means conditions are colder outside. Or you can have if you have all 4 seasons like I have here, that means I gotta try different styles. Protective styling is what I talked about last for my hair, and I talked about beer care for the winter. Now, today is gonna be about heavy oiling and also just adding moisture back. I do DIYs. If you don't know this, if you're new to this channel, thank you for subscribing. To all my subscribers and new out there, hey, thank you so much. One more time, it's me, I'm JC, and welcome to the journey of Jermaine. That's me. So, what I'm telling you is this. There's 2 different things I use as my DIYs. That means, like, say for winter care, I try my best to refrain from trying so much products, even though yesterday, if you watch on a schedule, I talked about a new line. I try my best to keep it simple. That means I use a DIY. I use 2 different DIYs. My first DIY is this. Is this. This is aloe vera juice plus peppermint oil. Now, is it much of a DIY? To some people, no. What is this? This is essentially for a lot of people when they say, how do you style your hair? Or how do you start? Or LOC method mode. L stands for liquid. Some people use a leave-in conditioner, and that's considered their L, and they use a cream last. I am a little more strictly about just having a liquid compared to a leave-in. This is my liquid, of course. And as you see, this is the bottle. This is a DIY. I bought it from a store. And that's it. Now, what that means is this. Why do I use it? It's because aloe vera juice helps my pH balance. So your pH balance is a big deal because that helps my curls stay intact and it helps your curls stay intact. Do I recommend this for everybody? Of course. But please understand, this right here, that bottle, it works with me like seamlessly. I like to use it when I want to wrap my curls. I like to do it when I do my protective styles. I like to do it for wash day, when I get ready to style my hair into like a protective style. I like to do it when I'm trying to untangle or trying my best to just have my hair look great for camera. Or just going out, I use my DIY for my L or my DIY to add moisture back. It's a big deal because what happens during the winter is this. Your moisture sometimes is like gone until the spring. So unless you sweat during the winter, your hair does not always produce moisture. So what does that mean? What you should do is find what you like for your hair. I love having aloe vera juice. It works for me. Now people say what kind of other ones out there. There's rose water. It's a tonic. You can make your own kind of tonic. Actually, a tonic works for some people. There's the DIY tonics out there. And there's stuff they can use. I like just using that because it's simpler. It's easy to buy. I know where to go for it. And it's very reasonable. And adding a little bit of peppermint oil, that helps stimulate my scalp. That's what that does. Now, what I'm also talking about is heavy oiling. Is this. This is my DIY. This is considered heavy oiling. This is my DIY oil mix. Now, if you've never known, if you've never seen this, I have a video for my oil mix. I have probably 2. But I don't really switch my oil mix up. Main reason why, because most of my key ingredients are great heavy oils. And they're also great oils to add to my hair. Now, what does that say to use this? What is a DIY oil mix? That means I add 2, 3, 7 items of oils and I combine it together. And that's what I'm doing for mine. Now, what I will tell you is this. If you do not have the means, well, most of my stuff is cheap. But if you do not feel like, oh, you trust yourself, you do not have to get your own DIY oil mix. Trust your own self and trust what your hair feels comfortable with. I do DIYs because both of them are very reasonable, and also, you see this head of hair? It is it needs moisture and it needs oil. My hair responds to oil famously. And then I add my C, which is like my leave-in conditioner. For me, my leave-in conditioner is my C. Or it's a cream, like a... yeah, it's a lot of different creams. But what I'm telling you is DIYs matter. Why do they matter so much? Say to me personally, because they're affordable for me. Now, that means for you, if you feel like you want to go to a store, try your best to look at the oil mix when it comes to the oil moistures, because like, I'm going to say this to you simply. When you go to the ethnic aisle or go to like a beauty supply store and you go and you look at natural products, you have to look at the ingredients. What does that mean? This is from the last video. What I'm looking at most of the time is this. You see that right there? All that? I have to look at that. I look at that first. Now, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I look at the product. If you look at the packaging, that's great. They spend a lot of money on market. But at the same time, this may not jump at you. This may jump at you. When it comes to oils, look at how many ingredients is in there. And also think about what your hair may and may not respond to. If your hair is canceled coconut oil, maybe that being part of the oil mix may not be worth it for you. And there's so much other stuff your hair may not respond to. If a lot of the ingredients in there is good for you, and you put it in your hair feels like, ooh, that moisture came back, or your hair feels great. Why is oil so great? Because anytime you do a protective style, you have to be mindful of what you're adding to your hair. The oil essentially for me is food. It's filling my scalp, and it's also filling my curls. That means when I do my curls, say if I want to stretch, I can do that. And you see how that happens? You know what I'm saying? That's the moisture balance. And then I can go right up like that, and they'll go right up there too. That helps also your elasticity. I like to always use both. Sometimes I don't use them both. I would say my oil mix matters because I use it like every 2 to 3 days. And so much for you, like, say, even that, even my L. I don't do LLCs every day. That's something that needs to be said to all you out there. And I also have to be mindful of that. Because it's winter care, that means this. When you go out the house, if you are wanting to do your hair, your curls need to be a little bit more dry than you think. So please put on a cat, put on your beanie. Your beanie does matter. Please understand, because right now conditions are getting colder, and I don't want you to be like, I can do my hair like this. No, I go out the house. Seriously speaking, if I go out the house, see if I was like late for work or really about to go to work late, I'll naturally use this. You see this in my hand? It's always on my finger. Right here. I love this right here because I'm going to naturally do this. Add my little LOC. Go like this in my curls. And straight up like this, as you see. And twist. Boom. And this is what I do for an hour to 2 hours. So I want to drive to work, wherever I'm going, I try my best to have my hair like this, have my beanie on, and call it a day for a while. If I want my hair back out, all I gotta do is this. See? And the thing is, it stretches my curls famously. Now, for all those out there, people like, who do you reckon this for mostly? Every last person. If you're natural, you have natural texture. Even if you are also part of Creamy Cracks Nation, yes, perm, relaxed hair, or you want your hair straightened, LOCs matter. Now, for you yourself, try your best for heavy oilings. That is something that you have to learn. I'm not going to describe what I have in there, but I will say to you as a good go-to. Olive oil is a great go-to, and grapeseed oil. That's kind of the most affordable. Now, also, if you really want to go there, when we jazz with it, vegetable oil works great too. And that means this, you got it organic. No, vegetable oil has every key ingredient in it itself. And you don't know this, but a lot of stuff, when it says these other things, vegetable oil is pretty much the same thing. Heavy oiling matters to me because my hair actually thrives off of it. Say for you yourself and stuff. For you yourself, especially to my TWA stages, until you get like a certain length, when you're like tired of wash day and stuff like that, doing an LOC matters because you'll notice kind of your curls lasting a week long to 2 weeks long, and you just did like a little bit of a sprucing up, and that's it. Now, as your hair gets longer, as I'm in year 3, doing this, it used to take probably, when I was in my first year, it probably took, I had hair, but literally it took me probably 5 minutes. Whereas now, I like to add all 3 products. I like to do this. And I sometimes want to go for a certain look. And maybe it takes a little bit longer than I like. But that's okay. That one is like killing me. But it's cool. And that's what I'm telling you. If your hair, like this is 3 years and this is leak retention, that is a big deal. For me, for you too. I want you to understand, being natural, especially during the winter, is sometimes harder for some people. This is probably your first year to being natural. This is probably your 16th year being natural. If you want a new idea, that's what I'm trying to give you. Because DIYs are something that's very affordable. Say for me, say for you. If you don't feel like you want to go out to all these companies and buy all these different oils, buy this different type of specialty thing that costs so much, and you're like, but it costs this cheap at Whole Foods, but it costs this cheap at this place. You know what I'm saying? And all in all, I hope this helps you for the whole winter. And also happy holidays to you, because this is pretty much close to my last video that you're going to get until, I guess, the week after. You probably won't see me for, I'm going to give you a special video next week for like ideas for New Year's. Because since New Year's is on a Tuesday, I gotta give you videos that weekend so you can spruce up and get ready for like a New Year party. Now, all in all, try to stay woke, try to get woke, and know that you are loved, and I love you. And I hope that you had a great Christmas, and I will see you with the next one. I'll catch you later with the next one.